Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Urban Living Lab. This is our fifth session, I think. So I welcome everyone again. And so today we have two predefined activities. First one is Kasumi and Karunaratna will present their initial piece of work on ocean plastics and microplastics. And after that, Dhammika will present on his work. Actually, Dhammika will basically do his piece of work related to research paper refinement through various repositories. So I invite Kasumi and Karunaratna to present their work. And yes, you're most welcome, Kasumi.
Thank you, Dr. Nadisha, for that introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Kasumi Ranasinghe. Just before we begin, I'd like to introduce myself, and then I'll allow Tharuka to also introduce herself, and so then we can begin on the proposed research that we have done together. A little bit about myself is I work in various disciplines. As of now, I'm co-director of a youth-led organization called the Biodiversity Project, and I'm also the 2026 Ocean Leaders Fellow with the Sustainable Ocean Alliance, which is a global youth-led network. And in terms of my academia, I have a master's in clinical psychology. And so what I do with all this is I try to integrate environmentalism and our human mind, behavior, attitudes, and perception, and understand about how our interactions within our environment is. So that is a little bit about myself, and then I would like for Tharuka to also introduce herself, and then so we can begin this thing. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Kasumi. I'm Tharuka Karnaratna. I have a bachelor's degree in aquatic resource management from University of Sri Jayawardhanapura and master's degree in industrial and environmental chemistry from University of California. Currently working as a chemist. My research interests mainly include studying about environmental pollution. In my bachelor's degree research, I studied about microplastics, and in my master's degree research, I extracted alumina from kaolin found in gem mining sites. Actually, I like to contribute any research work or review articles because I am looking for a PhD opportunity. I think such opportunities will help me to increase my chance of selecting for a scholarship.
Thank you so much for sharing, Tharuka. I will now share the presentation. Share the screen. Please let me know if everyone is able to see this. Is this visible for everyone?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So this is about plastic waste management in urban environments, and in this we hope to do an analysis of labeling frameworks, understanding labeling, how labeling works, the structure, the limitations there are in terms of infrastructure, and what are some of the socio-cultural behavior patterns that we can see within the context of plastic waste management. And so this is something that I had initially thought about, and Dr. Nadisha also asked me to kind of, just begin to start writing, and then Tharuka also joined in, and we'd like to share the progress that we've made so far, and the some of the scope of this would be environmental studies as well as interdisciplinary studies, because it covers a range of thematics. So in terms of understanding plastic waste, I think it's really important for us to understand what are the types of waste generated, whether they are compostable or whether they're biodegradable. There are various forms of plastic as well as non-plastic waste that's been generated, and understanding how we not just about the methods of waste segregation, but the disposal methods as well. And this includes understanding how labeling and transparency works as well, because many of the, I'm sure many of you all have also come across when you all buy something from the supermarket, on the labeling of a plastic item, you would see something along the lines of it might mention biodegradable, uh, or it might mention compostable. So, but to what extent do these definitions are actually are actually true? And because there's also certain points where there have been misuse of these labelings, and which are now being called as greenwashing. So I think it's also better for us to also understand that it's not just a plastic mismanagement, but there is also a very complex uh, uh, scenario that we have come thus far in terms of how we manage and how we live around plastic waste management. And so this also includes something along the lines of infrastructure limitations. So we would see how stormwater runoff, being one of the microplastic conduits, and how certain infrastructure gaps causes for favoration in terms of enabling conditions to bring in waste from other countries, such as EU exporting waste to other Asian countries, likewise. And also understanding what are some of the attitude and behavior gaps across cultures, and how these structures shape these inequalities as well. So I would say if Tharuka can also take this up, that's also fine with me. Do you want to take on the plastic waste management, this section, to brief about them?
Yeah, sure. Plastic. If we talk about plastic waste management, I think we can talk about the waste management depending on the polymer types, as I think depending on the polymer types, their life cycles are different, and chance of they become a waste also different, such as mostly single-use plastics are polyethylene, such things, but PV so frequently ended up as a waste, but like PET, PVC like plastics have less chance than the PE plastic to ended up as the waste. So that's why we thought to think about the polymer type of plastic. Then if I talk about plastic waste and recovery, I think Kasumi here mentioned about how much of plastic recovery was there, and actually I think most of the plastic ended up as landfill. Mostly plastics are mismanaged. Then as we are talking about plastics, I think we need to talk about both macro and microplastics, not only limited to microplastics. That's why I put this topic, macro and microplastic debris. Dual toxicity pathway. Actually, I think Kasumi has idea about that. Kasumi, do you have an idea about dual toxicity pathway?
Right now, not coming to me as of now. But in terms of the micro and macroplastic debris, it's about understanding the how they interact with the other known environments, as well as how these environments shape the plastic debris, whether in terms of transportation, in terms of how temperature, humidity, polymer type, how these have a large portion on how the plastic degrades over time. And the dual toxicity pathways, it's actually talking about how how we talk about the ingestion and the chemical within the plastics.
Okay.
There are also, if you look at bioaccumulation, then then it is the culmination of plastic toxicity within a species over time. But and how it affects that species. So, for instance, if it's a seagull that's been continuously eating plastic as a form of food, mistaking it for food, then it accumulates over time within that body, and then it ultimately causes suffocation and slow death. And there's things such as like biomagnification, and it's about how the food system, food chain interacts with plastic waste as well. So if from the smaller species to the large species, how plastic toxicity accumulates over the species as well, and ultimately humans consuming fish, consuming these types of animals that also get that accidentally ingests plastic and plastic toxicity as well. And then we also have stormwater as the transport conduit that we had mentioned before as well. And I don't think I have to explain on that, knowing how this group is already well known on that. And then we talk about labeling frameworks of plastic. So this would this is for us to understand that there are different mechanisms in terms of labeling waste, as well as how these frameworks have been followed or not followed. When it comes to biodegradable, it actually means biologically breaking down over time. But if you take plastic, you cannot we cannot really say that plastic biodegrades because they break down over time. I mean, sure, they break down over time, but the toxicity does not get washed off, or it does not reduce over time. Um, and when we also look at compostable, the mixing of these waste types, if compost waste and plastic waste gets mixed up in industrial facilities, they often get shut down. The machines have to be stopped. There are large issues that causes recycling centers, and that's also one of the reasons why recycling centers are not always as effective as it should be. And then there are the bio-based plastics, which are biological plant materials, and yet uh, we are still on an innovative implementation stage, as far as we are aware in Sri Lanka, but I think in other parts of areas of the world, there are more innovative bio-based plastic materials as well. But I think it's about understanding what are the opportunities as well as the challenges in terms of these labelings as well. So this causes incorrect disposal cascades, meaning, how it affects and how it contaminates these batches and disrupt a true waste recycling process. And understanding how these corporates also uh, falsely label these products, and then ultimately puts the blame onto the consumers for them to uh, believe that it is their responsibility, but not allowing them to actually have a solution or give certain structures or availability in a proper waste disposal method. And so I think one of the important aspects of looking at these is the life cycle assessments of the production use, end of life's environmental impacts across cases, and we can look at how these are in different various parts of the world. Some of the limiting factors in the management of plastic waste would be data on waste generation, and especially global south countries, where there are either non-effective policies that's being enforced, or even in Sri Lanka, there are non-effective implementations. Um, uh, and so how we can have data on these aspects are really critical, because I think waste management is something that many global south countries face, but data is also very important to understanding how we can implement solutions to these. And as well as knowledge and management practices. So how people, although some of the aspects people understand to the extent of the toxicity or the impacts from the plastic that has on human as well as environments, when it does not provide the proper mechanism in do a proper waste disposal method, then it's very difficult to understand how people manage these practices. And so, but we can also look into these aspects as well as the infrastructure and investment opportunities. Um, um, there's lack of investments and infrastructures available, because I think one of the key things that even Dr. Nalisha said one time was that, waste, generating waste is not something seen as profitable. And so therefore, the money given to mitigate this issue is very limited. And so that's, but since, but, but it causes a severe issue where even the profits that we depend on other stuff are now are being infiltrated by the plastic waste crisis. And we obviously have technological gaps, especially in terms of various countries. And I think that's also where something that we could also understand in what are the availability of these technologies, as well as what are the gaps. And obviously, thinking about the weather and environmental conditions, these are also aspects that we need to consider a lot in terms of how these degradation and the rates of these degradation matters in terms of the management of plastic waste. One of this thing, like I mentioned before as well, like waste colonialism, is how other countries, other parts of the world provide, send plastic waste, mainly to Asian countries. And many of these are non-recyclable, then they're contaminated, they're hazardous. And so they either end up a lot in landfills and affect various communities that stays around these areas as well. Tharuka, if you have any question, if you have anything to add, please do speak up.
No, Kasumi, it's okay. Okay. I think we can discuss at the end.
Okay, great. And then comes the sociocultural behavior patterns. Some of the insights that we have also come across so far is that there are awareness in terms of how plastic harms us, but it fails to translate that into a pro-environmental behavior, meaning more environmentally friendly types of behavior, in terms of whether it's about having certain nudges, having different kinds of perception around it. This was the same in both global north and south. So Western countries, as well as the other aspects of the world, had a similar awareness, but they also still seem to not really have a proper behavioral change regarding it. And so it also makes you understand that it goes beyond public perceptions. So these consumer attitudes vary by like cultural context as well. So how people operate, or how people have significant relationships with their surroundings, with their environment, that also matters in terms of how they treat their environment. And then there's also regulations versus incentives. So how people act and behave in terms of the effectiveness of whether they are fines or whether they are incentivized based approaches. These are handled very differently and are perceived, and the reactions are very differently, and they're not at all uniform across these cultures. And so I think it's also very important for us to have an understanding of how even behaviors also, they could either nudge towards a more pro-environmental and a proper waste, disposal methods, as opposed to not doing that. So, but obviously we also we come across the issue of structural unavailability. So especially in the urban spaces, these waste becomes almost impossible to handle. Therefore, a lot of the times, especially in rural areas, they end up uh, burning their plastics or open waste burning. And so it regardless of the intent, uh, the behavior is seemed as something that would be destructive, or that is not as environmentally friendly. And of course, we also come across other barriers, such as systemic as well as gender barriers, and how the participation in these formal systems uh, 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 requires a holistic perspective and approach, but most of the time they're tailored, not considering certain community types, certain genders, and rely heavily on informal collectors that contribute to this, that supports the minimizing of the plastic waste management. And then we come to the, I think, the interesting part, where this is the discussion point. Uh, uh, I wasn't too sure about the topic per se, but I'm open to like narrowing the topic further, or if there are certain aspects that y'all think that we should acknowledge, um, maybe look into certain categories, or if we should look at limitations first or something like that. We're very much open uh, to the suggestions. And we'd also love to have any recommendations, any areas of study, any data that you all have also done as well, or have conducted and would like to share it. That's also something that we're open to, and as well as to team contribution as well. We'd love for more people to join in this. If you all also find this interesting, I think it will be a very critical as well as an important aspect in terms of changing the future of plastic waste management, and understanding that this requires not just within the research aspect, but we can perhaps look towards even changing policy as well. But timeline is the thing where I've kind of stretched out the timeline. I hope that is okay. Um, uh, we would be doing data collection within the May-June period, and analysis within the July to August period. And then by September to October, we would have a substantive and a ready to submit type of document ready. But these are some of the things that we have also, that we have just mentioned here as well, just so that you all have a clear understanding of some of the work streams that we are looking at. And we would definitely and would love to have anyone and everyone on board, as this is an inclusive research. And yes, if it's done, I think this is the last steps in terms of understanding the assignments, selecting some of the people that would like to write this by 16th May. This is
What happened, Kasumi? She got stuck. Tharuka.
I think so. Kasumi? I think if we can go back to the previous slide, we can discuss. There are so many things to discuss. I think, like narrow down our topic and selecting a journal.
Okay, I also have some points to mention.
Okay.
Is that okay? I mention my points, then you two can take up again.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the presentation. Okay, so then please let others to join the conversation as well. Okay, I always jump into the conversation first, and I'm sorry because I'm sleepy today. Okay, thank you very much for your wonderful piece of work. This is a very good outline research. So according to my understanding now, the first thing is you have to structurize this piece of work. So make it to a proper structure. For that, first you have to define the scope properly, right? First thing is you have to define the scope, then define the limitations. So scope and limitations always come together. Once you define the scope, then you have to explain what are the limitations are, right? So this study limits to secondary research literature only. Or if you're happy to add something else, add it, broaden the scope. But for limitations, you have to very carefully describe what are the research limitations are, right? So first thing is scope. The second thing is you have to define the limitations. Then based on that, you can start collecting the literature. For that, we'll let Dhammika to present his work. Then you will get a proper understanding of how to refine a good literature, right? So I only had these 3 points. First, you have to define the scope, then the limitation, then come to that proper literature survey base. Dhammika will help you, and he will walk through how to do this proper literature refinement. Yeah, Tharuka.
Can we have others' idea for defining the scope? I think our topic is little bit broader. So first, I think we need to narrow down it. So we would like to hear others' opinion on this. Please share your ideas with us.
Ransirini. I'll call by names. Ransirini, do you have any idea about make this work into a proper structure, define the scope?
Yeah. According to what I followed so far,
Yeah.
sometimes we might be able to find certain aspects which we can put together.
Okay.
So we can, like that, we can, reduce, not reducing, we can shrink the scope, condense it. So, for an example, there are societal factors and governance factors. So, sometimes a couple of societal factors may be described on several places. So, if we can put, if we can condense it to one segment, and for example, systemic barriers, if we can identify it as a governance aspect, then of course we can put all the governance side things together. I'm explaining this according to the understanding I have so far, and that is one input I would like to make.
Okay, girls, here is your third group member. Ransi, please join the group.
Yeah.
Write the paper.
Can I ask her to share her idea in a written format? Can you email your suggestions? Is that okay to ask her?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I can send. I can share it. Yeah, I will share it on the email chain. Is it okay to share it on the email?
And you can be a co-author as well. You create a separate WhatsApp group and do it your own. Yeah, please.
I think that the problem is in it. Yeah, I will share it on WhatsApp group. Great, that's great.
Okay. Gayanti. Yeah. Sorry, Tharuka.
I think at this stage, do we need to think about a possible journal, or we can think it later?
That is what I was discussing with the Dhammika offline, right? So my idea is this. Currently, people straight away think about the journal and the impact factor. So I want to do it other way around, right? We want to make this scientific discussion happen, create this proper science literature, databases, and the intellectual aspect, then consider about publishing impact factors journals. I know you're searching for PhD opportunities. I know you need to publish first. I know you need good impact factor journals, but don't worry, we are here. So we also have a good network. We can connect you to our networks as well. But let's do it like this. So I think intellectual part comes first always. We can publish anywhere. If Kasumi agrees. Do you think Kasumi?
No, yeah, definitely. I agree. And my concern was actually mostly about the timeline of it. In terms of, obviously, we're not able to, for everyone to commit to this like as quickly as possible or as fast as possible. So that's also why I kind of stretched out the months. But I hope also that that doesn't give us the time to forget about it, or that gives that gap as well. But it's just that I personally won't be able to able to commit as much, because in May I'm conducting to be honest, I'm conducting a series of citizens dialogues for this conference that I'm going in June. So I'm a bit stuck working on that. But in between, I would obviously be contributing to this and like actively working on it. But I just wanted to be transparent and like upfront about my timeline and how it can work with others as well.
That is okay, but since this is a review paper, my suggestion is for a review paper, I think 3 months, 12 weeks are enough. So do not need to spend more than 3 months. So let's start from a small piece of work, but scientifically rich, right? Okay. Then Gayanti, do you want to contribute to this dialogue? And Udani, Sasani.
Yes, I would want to. I'm really sorry because I joined a little late, but can you please tell me like a small summary of the timeline Kasumi mentioned? Because in the next few weeks I can be completely committed to this work. So can you please mention?
Kasumi, can you share the last few slides of our presentation? Especially the slides you mentioned about timeline.
Actually, right now I joined from another device that I can't.
We can go to the WhatsApp group. I'll just
But
refer.
I can definitely share the
No, I'll email us.
presentation. Yes.
Okay, sure. So actually, what were the stuff were you discussing about like the next few weeks, the reviews and things from the last part of the conversation I got?
Yes, we would be looking at the next couple of weeks to have for y'all to look at the document and wherever that y'all would want to contribute in, whether in terms of microplastic aspects, behavioral, or also like infrastructure. There are various components. So then we can share the document with you all as well. So then you can have a look at it and start giving your ideas and giving your contributions in that as well.
Okay. So is there any particular deadline that we have to work to? No.
No deadlines here. We are open group here.
Okay.
We have no deadlines, but let's make something, some scientific work happen. Okay. The first, I think you girls get together, discuss, create a WhatsApp group, discuss, then define the scope and limitations, and we can discuss next week. And now I invite Dhammika to present his work. So you can take a lead from his work because Dhammika is supposed to present his work on how to refine literature from a database.
Thank you, Doctor. So before starting, I have 1 or 2 questions to ask from Kasumi and other Karunaratna.
Questions.
No, okay. So let's go. Dangal.
Oh, I was joking.
Okay. So one question is, I mean, what is the novel thing you're going to do in this paper?
Actually, the research topic suggested by Kasumi. So I think she can answer it. For microplastic part, actually, I want to remove that because most of area in microplastics already covered. That's why I mentioned. I shared it with Dr. Nadisha and Kasumi. I think we need to think about the topic again. What are the areas that we're going to discuss actually?
Okay.
Kasumi,
Kasumi, please.
Yes. Sorry, you asked what is the novelty of this?
Yeah, I mean, what is the novel thing you're going to do in this review? What would be the novel insights from this review?
Dhammika, so let me jump into this conversation because to define the novelty, you need to study the literature and the problem first. Literature. You need to study thoroughly the literature. Then the novelty comes.
I agree, but I think we can get a simple idea before literature. I mean, of course, we have to read first. I mean, I was just asking, like, what would be the novel thing what other review papers haven't done? That's my question.
I think the labeling framework and the social behavior would be the novelty.
Okay, so labeling framework, I saw there were 3 parts, biodegradable or some 1, 2, 3 parts. So who defined those labelings, those names? What is the reference for those names?
Kasumi, do you?
What do you mean? Who defines the
I mean,
labeling?
you you
In
mentioned
terms
three
of like the
names as
yeah.
labeling. So who defined those three categories? Those three names.
No, I think these are these are the waste management. Uh,
Existing in the field, right? No one defined.
yeah.
You
So,
are going
but
to
that's
define it.
of it's the no, it's a practice that's already been done all over the world. So that is what
Okay.
we are taking into account of this systemic framework that has been uh, portrayed to manage plastic waste, right?
Okay. What is the reference for
Plastic,
that?
it's there. We've
The
mentioned
paper or the website or another, I mean, framework was
for the labeling specifically.
labeled. Yeah.
We have quoted like OECD, we've quoted multiple other research articles also,
Mhm.
published journals. Um, but in terms of, I don't know I don't know to mention like where it came from, because it's like asking where did a cup come from. Um,
Yeah, but
And
we can
but
find the answer in next week. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
just
that's fine. That's
yeah.
fine. I just
first
asked.
and
Yeah,
the
it's
answer
very
coming
simple. So,
we,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, I mean, I just
Yes,
want
it's
to say,
a conversation, a
yes,
friendly dialogue, so you two
yeah, yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just, I just
Yeah,
want to say, if we are, yeah,
if
please.
it is better, can you show us the gaps in our study? Please send us an email or document.
Actually,
Next
no
week.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, no idea about the gap. That's why I'm asking.
But
So,
Dhammika, you
Okay.
can help them next week,
yeah,
ne?
definitely, definitely.
Can help
Yeah,
them
we
Let's
find.
just
open
do that.
for any suggestions.
Yeah, yeah. The problem is
Yes.
actually I have no idea about the gap. If you define gap, I can find many. I mean, many problems
Papers.
in that gap. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I have no idea about this topic. So and one another thing, your presentation was very nice, and uh, you I mean referring to how many papers did you make the how many papers did you found for now?
About 15.
15. Okay. All of the papers are reviews or just original papers?
Actually, from my side, I didn't refer any papers. I use my own idea. I think as the second stage, we need to think about what are the papers and references, and also need to think about available data. Uh, in Sri Lanka, mainly baseline data availability of baseline data is very low regarding to anything. So I think we need to think about those as well. In as the second step, we just present our work today. That's only.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. That's very nice. So good luck, and you have done very nice work. Presentation and everything is very very nice. So I will
Last
Thank
share.
you. Thank you
last
for
week
your feedback.
Sorry, doctor.
last week I introduced these two girls. Then
Uh-huh.
they started working for past 5 days, I think. Yeah. So
Oh,
have
that's
lot
very
to
nice.
do
Yeah.
in future.
Very good job. Yeah. In 1 week, nice progress. So thank you for doing that, and I will share you some report. Then you can refer for
And
about
for
the
your
plastic
WhatsApp
and
group,
some.
please add Dhammika as well, Kasumi, because Dhammika is helping you to refine the literature, and he's also a good critic.
Uh, little bit, yeah. Thank you. So can you see my PPT?
Yes,
Okay. So
it's visible. Yeah.
yeah, okay. So hello everyone. I am Dhammika Prabhath. So thank you, doctor, for the opportunity, and thank you everyone for joining today. So today I will briefly explain how to conduct a database search for to find articles for a literature review. So now our Kasumi and the Karunaratna also trying to write a review paper. So I will give you one systematic method. I mean, mostly accepted one flow to follow in searching for the papers. So first of all, we need to know why we need database search. So data using I mean, we can search in Google Scholar and we can refer to review papers and find, I mean, go through the references and find papers. That's also okay. But if we, so this way, using a database and using a particular string and in a systematic search, we can report it in reproducible way. It means if some other researcher wants to reproduce the, I mean, do the same research, if we followed your process you mentioned in the paper, so he will get the same result, same he will find same number of papers. So that's a simple idea. So this I mean, systematic database search will help avoiding duplication, and it is supporting original contributions, and also it provide a strong scientific foundation for your study, for writing methodology, and it can save you time of searching papers from, I mean, you will be mixed up with, and it will be messy if you find from many sources. So using one or, I mean, few databases will help you to find a large number of papers, the most suitable papers in short period of time. So when planning a database, we have to first clearly define the research question or research objectives. Then we have to deduce the keywords from those objectives. So then after, I mean, in keywords we can also select synonyms also. Then also we can break the topic and maybe our objective into a few key concepts and create keywords separately. For an example, if we are going to search something about energy, buildings, inside and comfort or something, then we can separate in few concepts. And so it is better to use widely I mean, accepted and like mostly using academic databases such as Web of Science, Scopus, PubMed databases. So you can start a keyword search. I mean, it's very basic level, and then you can refine gradually. So most of the database searchers, when we are searching, so they are only searching for title, abstract, and keywords of the research papers. So it will be very helpful. I mean, it is reducing the how to say uh, disturbing repetitions in keywords. So that's why, I mean, even when we consider one paper, so I mean, the whole essence is included in the abstract, right? So this is a good way, because inside the paper we are discussing many areas, maybe non-relevant areas also. So then this will be very efficient method to find suitable papers for your case, searching in title, abstract, and keywords. So the key considerations for this database search. So we have to use relevant keywords and Boolean operators. So we can apply filters to filter out the years, subject areas, document types, the journals, the fields. There are many selections. So, and we can search peer review and credible sources from the databases. So mostly the good database index paper are mostly high quality papers. So and we can check relevance by reading title and abstract directly. It is very easy to go to the article and read for an idea. So this will and also using a reference manager such like Zotero or Mendeley, you can keep a track of those references, and always don't forget to keep record of important numbers. When we are starting search, how many papers if you found. After that, after you filtering out for the only original papers, it means you are excluding uh, conference papers, book chapters, uh, blah blah blah. So then you only choose. If you can only choose the journal papers. So if you choose, then what is the number of papers you filtered out? Then you can choose the language type, only English. So then, what is the number of papers you found? So please try to keep the record. This is very important. Uh, then, so I will give you some basic. Uh, Mostly use the Boolean. These are Boolean operators using in creating a string. It means you can use and, right? I think we all can understand, I guess. So simple thing, O and not gate. So this, if we are using and, it means this term, A term and B term, the both terms are appearing. A term and B term, both terms, if the both terms must appear in, if the both terms are appearing in the that abstract, it is in indexing. It is showing to you. So if you put O, it is broadening. It means the A term or B term is, if A term, B term available in the keyword, abstract or title, the paper is showing to you. So that is, those are the most important keywords. So in this string search string, and not can exclude what you don't want to include. So we can use quotation marks to um, give some exact phrases. For example, thermal comfort, building energy, or maybe plastic waste. Then it is only indexing, not only plastic, not only waste, both plastic waste. If there is no plastic waste word, phrase in the abstract, it is not showing to you, and it is not indexing in the search. So, and parentheses, we can use parentheses to clearly and separately define the terms. And also we can use asterisk. We also say wildcard. So using for example, right, if you sustain, and if we put asterisk, it is including all words. First includes sustained, right? Sustain, sustainable, sustainability, whatever. First, it is only checking the first word before asterisk mark. So that's the simple theory, simple concept of the asterisk mark. And also we can use question mark, single character wildcard. So for spelling variations, like if the organization has Z and S, so we can put question mark and continue the word. Then in this way, you can get indexed the different, similar words which has different letters inside, in middle of the word. So these are the basics. Then another thing. So when you're fine tuning the keywords, you can iteratively improve. So if you cannot find using one word, you can add synonym, or if it is not good, you can remove whole and add another word. You can do it continuously. And usually it is better to use truncation than wildcards, like I explained, question marks and asterisk marks so it is helping to better index those words those words in the search. So, and this will help to analyze top papers and reviews also. And you can use bibliometric tools such as like BOS Weaver, Sitespace, to trace back and get an idea about the keywords. The net, how keyword link to each other. and which papers are linked to each other. So we use citation networks also for identifying the the link of the papers, which paper has cited which paper, uh, descendant from the which paper. We can search like that. So you have to do just update and refine your search string continuously. So I will give you one example. This is the two main concept. So this is bibliographic coupling. It means it is indexing the cited papers. If you have in database has 3 papers or 5 papers, whatever, it is showing the whole cited papers for each. So in the co-citation coupling, it is only showing the couples, so more than 2 papers cited in same paper. It is giving that number. So always it gives as a couple. So those are the two concepts. Both are very useful for bibliography analysis. So I will give you one example. Dr. Nadisa suggested this title, so I tried. So this is the objective was to identify relevant literature on urban drainage inlets. So the mostly used keywords are curb. This is maybe British accent, British terminology, and American terminology is different. KERB curb and gully, catch basin. So many synonyms. So I tried using one. So in this keyword, this one means title, abstract, and keyword. Widely used search, as I explained in the previous slides. Then I put with the asterisk marks and then in parentheses like that. Then O like that, and then N. So I just want to cover this area, but using this keyword, I found about I found around 2,961 papers. So then I looked into the keywords index in those that database in this 2,900 papers. So we can understand like 3 main clusters. One is relevant to some waste management, environmental something, and something precipitation. Different areas. So, and also erosion, runoff, catchment, sedimentation. So these are the 3 main clusters we can identify. Then we can get an idea how many papers. Does it index the paper we need or not? So that thing we can understand by looking at this keyword mostly. These are the mostly co-occurred keywords. So, and this is the example 2. Then I tried because 2,900 is slightly high for me. So then I tried simple keyword using just curb or create. This one other synonym and inlet. I just want to search. Then I found 332 papers, and then it has also 3 main clusters. Mostly one part is for like computational fluid dynamics, and another part is mostly for drainage and efficiency. They repeated the keyword, and another part is stormwater mostly. So then we can get an idea so whether this database is suitable for our next step. Next step means screening or not. So then next step, if after we we have to continue this kind of search for many times to identify the best suit keywords. Then after refining keyword, create this figure and just confirm it is okay or not. Then if it is okay, we can continue to next step. Next step is screening. So today I'm explaining only up to here. So So thank you so much. If you have any question, please.
Dhammika.
Yeah.
සිංහලෙනුත් කරන්න ඕනද කියලා අහමුද? මොකෝ ඕක වැදගත් එකක් නිසා මේ ටග් ගාලා වලට විනාඩි කාට හරි අසන්න කියනවා නම් මේක වැදගත්ම දෙයක් ඔයා අද කිව්වේ.
වෙන විනාඩි 2කින් විතර මම සිංහලෙනුත් කියන්නද?
සිංහලෙනුත් කියන්න.
හරි. මෙහෙමයි. අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් රිසර්ච් පේපර් එකක් ලියන්න යද්දී ලිටරේචර් රිවිව් එකක් ලියන්න යද්දී අපි සර්ච් එකක් අපි හරියට ඩේටාබේස් එකක් සෙට් කරගන්න ඕන එක ලියන්න. එතකොට ඒක කරද්දී ක්‍රම ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. නමුත් මේක මේ අපි සයින්ටිෆික් විදියට පේපර් එක ලියන්න පුළුවන් තව කෙනෙක්ට නැවත ප්‍රතිනිර්මාණය කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ ප්‍රතිඵලය ප්‍රතිනිර්මාණය කරගන්න පුළුවන් විදියකට අපි ලියන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට ඒක කියන්නේ මෙතඩ් එක ලියන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම ලියනවා නම් අපි ඒ ගැළපෙන විදිය ෆලෝ කරන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට දැන් මේක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මේක ෆලෝ කරන්න පුළුවන් සහ මේක ගොඩක් අය ෆලෝ කරන මෙතඩ් එකක්. එතකොට ගොඩක් වෙලා ඩේටාබේස් එකකින් තමයි රිවිව් පේපර් එකක් ලියද්දී කියන්නේ සිස්ටමැටික් රිවිව් එකක් ලියද්දී අපි ගන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට වෙන පේපර් වල රිෆරන්ස් වලට ගිහිල්ලා ඒවා හරහා බලලා කියවන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් Google ස්කෝල් එකේ වගේ හොයලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. එමෙන් පුළුවන්. නමුත් අපි හැම වෙලේම ඩේටාබේස් එකක් තෝරගත්තාම මේක හරිම මේ ස්ථාවරයි. කියන්නේ තව කෙනෙක් වුණත් ඒක බලලා රිප්‍රොඩියුස් කරන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. එතකොට මේ සර්ච් එකෙන් අපිට වෙන්නේ ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන්ම මේක මේ අපිට හයි කොලිටි හොඳ කොලිටි පේපර්ස් හොයාගන්න උදව්වක් වෙනවා. මොකද ඒක ගොඩක් වෙලාට හොඳ ඩේටාබේස් වල ඉන්ඩෙක්ස් වෙන්නේ හොඳ ජර්නල්. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ වගේ පේපර් එකේ කොලිටි ගොඩක් හයි. එතකොට ඒ වගේම මේකෙන් අඳුන ගන්න පුළුවන් මේවා තියෙනවද මේ සර්ච් එක කරපු ගමන් අපිට ඇඩ් කරලා මේකේ කොහොමද ගැප් එක. ඒ කියන්නේ උදාහරණයක් විදිහට පේපර්ස් නැත්තම් ඒ සර්ච් එකේ ඒ කියන්නේ ඒකට පේපර්ස් නැහැ ගැප් එකක් තියෙනවා ඒ ෆීල්ඩ් එකේ කියන්නේ. අපි එහෙම ෆීල්ඩ් එකත් අපි එහෙම හම්බුණා. හරි. එතකොට මේකෙදි මේක ලේසි ගොඩක් ඩුප්ලිකේෂන් එන්නේ නැහැ. එක ඩේටාබේස් එක සර්ච් කරද්දී එක මේකේ ඩුප්ලිකේෂන් නෝ ගොඩක් අඩුයි. ඒ වගේම මේක ඔයාට මම කිව්වා වගේ හොඳ විද්‍යාත්මක විදියකට මේක ඔයාට ලියන්න පුළුවන් මෙතඩ් එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා මෙහෙම සර්ච් එකක් කරාම. හරි. ඒ වගේම වෙලා විතර කරගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් වල ගිලවන්න නැතුව එක තැනකින් හරියට හොඳ ඩේටාබේස් එකකින් හොයාගත්තාම පේපර්ස් ටික. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ මේක ප්ලෑන් කරන විදිය ගත්තොත් මුලින්ම අපි මේ අපේ මොකක්ද පර්යේෂණයේ ඉලක්ක අරමුණු මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ කියන අපි හරියට මේ සැලසුම් කරගන්න ඕනේ. අදහස අපි ෆික්ස් කරගන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපිට යන්න පුළුවන් ඊගා ස්ටෙප් එකට ඒකට ගැලපෙන කීවර්ඩ්ස් ටිකක් අපි හොයාගන්න ඕනේ. ඒකට හරියන සිනොනිම්ස් පුළුවන් නම් ඒවත් ලිස්ට් එකක් ගහ ගන්න ඕනේ. හරි. දැන් ඔයාලට ඕන ඔය chat GPT AI පාවිච්චි කරලා ඒක සිම්ප්ලි කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි පුළුවන් තරම් ඔයාලා ඒක පේපර්ස් වල කියවලා අහුවෙන ඒවා කීවර්ඩ් ඔලුවට දාගන්න. ඒක ගොඩක් වටිනවා. මොකද ඒක තමයි වයිඩ්ලි පාවිච්චි කරන ඒ ටර්ම් එක ඒ දෙයට. හරි. එතකොට මේක ඊට පස්සේ පුළුවන් නම් තව දැන් ඔයාගේ ටයිටල් එකේ තව සබ් පාර්ට් වලට කඩන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒක වෙන ප්‍රධාන සංකල්ප වලට කඩන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒ අදාළ කීවර්ඩ් ටිකත් ඔකට ගන්න. මොකද ඒ වගේ පේපර්ස් අහුවෙන්නේ ඒකෙන්. ඊට පස්සේ හොඳ ඇකඩමික් ඩේටාබේස් එකක් තෝරගන්න. ගොඩක් වෙලාට කියන්නේ ප්‍රධානම ටික කොහොමත් හොඳ ඒවා Web of Science, Scopus, PubMed මේ වගේ ඩේටාබේස් ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. හරි. එතකොට ඔයාට සාමාන්‍ය බේසික් කෝඩ් එකකින් පටන් අරගෙන ඒක ටික ටික දියුණු කරගෙන ඩෙවලොප් කරගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. එතන මම කියන්නේ මේ ටයිටල් ඇබ්ස්ට්‍රැක්ට් කීවර්ඩ් කියන එක තමයි ගොඩක්මයි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. කියන්නේ ගොඩක් ඩේටාබේස් වල අපි සර්ච් කරද්දී ඉන්නේ මේක. ටයිටල් එකයි ඇබ්ස්ට්‍රැක්ට් එකයි කීවර්ඩ් එකයි. ඇතුලේ තමයි අපේ සර්ච් එක යන්නේ. කියන්නේ සම්පූර්ණ පේපර් එකම හොයන්නේ. මොකද ඒකට අපිට අනවශ්‍ය වැඩක් නැති ගොඩක් කීවර්ඩ් ඒක පේපර් එකක් ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා. මොකද ඒක වචන 6000 8000 10000ක් විතර වෙන්න පුළුවන් සමහර පේපර්ස්. ඒතකොට ඊට වඩා මේක අර වචන 250ක් 300ක් ඇතුලේ මේක හොයනකොට මාර එෆිෂන්ට්. ඒ වගේම අපිට ඕන ටික විතරයි ඉන්නේ. මොකද මේකේ තියෙන තනිකර සාරය හරය තමයි ඒකේ මේ ඇබ්ස්ට්‍රැක්ට් එකේ තියෙන්නේ. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ අපි මේකෙදි පාවිච්චි කරනවා ON සහ not කියන එක. කියන්නේ හා හෝ නෑ කියන not කියන එක නෑ නේද? හැර වගේ එකක් කියන්නේ. එතකොට මේකේ අපි එතකොට ෆිල්ටර් දාන්න පුළුවන්. අපි සර්ච් කරද්දී අපිට ඕන කොයි අවුරුද්දක් කොයි අවුරුද්දර වෙනකන්ද, එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට ඕන විෂය ඒරියා එක මොකද්ද, අපිට ඕන ඩොකියුමන්ට් ටයිප් එක කියන්නේ ජර්නල් පේපර් එකක්ද, කන්ෆරන්ස් පේපර් එකක්ද, එහෙම නැත්නම් බුක් චැප්ටර් එකක්ද, ඒ අපිට ඕන ඒවා ටික බලලා අනිත් ඒවා ටික එක්ස්ක්ලූඩ් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට පස්සේ භාෂාව ඉංග්‍රීසිද ඊට පස්සේ ගොඩක් දේවල් කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට එහෙම ෆිල්ටර් කරලා අපිට ඕන එකම හරියටම තෝරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට පස්සේ අපිට අනිත් එක කල්නුත් වගේ අර peer review කරපු හොඳ credible විශ්වාසවන්ත මූලාශ්‍ර වලට අපිට යන්න පුළුවන් මේකේ. ඊළඟට මේකේ කොච්චර දුරට මේකේ ගැලපෙනවද කියන එක, මේ ටයිටල් ඇබ්ස්ට්‍රැක්ට් එක කොච්චර මැච් වෙනවද කියන එක වාගේ වැඩේට ඔයාට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක බලා ගන්න ඕන අනිවාර්යෙන්. එතකොට ඒ වගේම ඔයාට පුළුවන් සෝටෙරෝ මෙන්ඩලිලි වගේ software එකක් පාවිච්චි කරලා reference managing software කියලා කියන්නේ අපි කියන මූලාශ්‍ර කළමනාකරණය කරන බුදුකාංග පාවිච්චි කරලා ඔයාලට පුළුවන් ඔයාට මේකේ source එක record එකක් තියාගන්න. එතකොට duplicate වෙන ප්‍රශ්න නැතුව යනවා. හරි. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා database ගොඩක් පාවිච්චි කරනොත් තමයි ඒක ඕනේ. හරි. එතකොට ඔයා පුළුවන් තරම් try කරන්න ඕනේ මේකේ තියෙන හැම step එකකම numbers ටික හරියට තියාගන්න. නිකන් මුලින් search කරද්දි කීයක් ආවද? ඊට පස්සේ ඔහොමම ඊට පස්සේ English papers විතරක් include කරලා අනිත් all other languages exclude කරාම කොච්චරක් ආවද? අන්න එහෙම ඒ step ටික පොඩ්ඩක් ලියා ගන්න. මොකද ඒක ඔයාලට ගොඩක් වැදගත් වෙනවා. ඊගාට method එක හරියට ලියද්දි. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ මේක මම simply කියන්නම් මේ O and සහ not කියන gate ටික මේකෙදි ගොඩක් තමයි පාවිච්චි වෙන්නේ. ඒ Boolean බීජගණිත බීජ නේද? Boolean කියන්නේ මේ සංකල්ප. එතකොට මේකෙදි and කියලා කියන්නේ A හා B දෙකම තියෙනවා නම් විතරයි මේකෙදි අපිට මේක පෙන්වන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි සර්ච් කරනවා නම් energy and building කියන එක. එතකොට මේ energy සහ building කියන දෙකම මේ keyword එක title එක මේ abstract එක ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා නම් විතරයි මේක අපිට පෙන්වන්නේ සර්ච් කරද්දී. ඒක අපිට index වෙන්නේ. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ දැන් O කියන එක දැම්මොත් ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලා දන්නවා අර කුලක වගේ තමයි මේකෙදි අර ඒ කියන keyword දෙකෙන් එකක් තිබ්බත් අපිට මේක index කරනවා. අපිට ඒක පෙන්නනවා. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට තව search එක තව පුළුල් කරගන්න ඕන නම් මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට ඔයාලට වැඩක් නැති එකක් තියෙනවා නම් මොකක් හරි term එකක් ඔයාලට කෙලින් මේක අයින් කරන්න මේක මේ not කියන එක දාන්න පුළුවන් ඒකට. එතකොට මේ වචනේ අර අනිත් ඔක්කොම වචන ටික එනවා. හරි. ඊළඟට quotation mark මොනවද ඒකට කියන්නේ මේ සිංහලෙන්
උද්දෘත
මාක් සලකුණ. එතන මේ සයි මාක් එක දානකොට අපිට ඒ ටර්ම් එක හෙම්බිටින්ම හොයන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මේ ටර්ම් එක ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මේ වචන දෙකම එකට තමයි එතකොට හොයන්නේ. කිව්වොත් thermal comfort කියලා කිව්වොත් ඒ thermal විතරක් තිබ්බට එන්නේ නැහැ, comfort තිබ්බට එන්නේ නැහැ. thermal comfort කියන වචන දෙකම එකට තිබ්බොත් තමයි එන්නේ. plastic waste කියන එක මම දාලා උද්දෘත ලකුණු දැම්මොත් එතකොට plastic waste කියන එකේ plastic විතරක් තිබ්බත් එන්නේ නැහැ, plastic waste කියලා තිබ්බත් එන්නේ නැහැ. ඔය දෙකම තියෙනවනේ විතරයි පෙන්නන්නේ. අන්න ඒ වගේ අපිට කියන්නේ හරියට fix කරගන්න පුළුවන් මේකේ. එතකොට parenthesis වරහන් දානකොට අපිට මේකින් අර කියන්නේ අපිට අපහැදිලි තැන් ක්ලියර් කරගන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් අර මේ අපි ඔය ගණන් හදද්දි වරහන් දාන්නේ. අර වරහන් බෙදීම් ගුණ කිරීමට එහෙම ස්ටෙප් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ මේකෙත් අර 1 බෙගු එක අඩු කියන විදියට තමයි මේකෙත් යන්නේ. එතකොට වරහන් එක මුලින් එක්සිකියුට් වෙනවා ඇතුලේ. එතකොට මුලින්ම එහෙම තමයි මේක නිකන් හරියට මේක කරගන්න පැහැදිලි අර පැටලෙන තැන් නැති කරගන්නවා තමයි මේක ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ මේ තරු මාක් එක තරු ලකුණ මේක දානවා. දැන් මෙතන හිතන්න මේ අපි ඒ වචනයක් හොයද්දී වචනෙන් භාගෙන් එහාට එතන ගියාට තියෙන අකුරු ටික වෙනස් වෙනවනම් ඒ කියන්නේ උදාහරණයකට sustainable කියන එකට sustain කියන එකෙන් පස්සේ ABLE ආව sustainable ABLITY ability ආව sustainability හරි ඊට පස්සේ ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් උදාහරණ තියෙනවා කියන්නේ එහෙම වෙනවනම් අපිට එතෙන්ට තරුවක් දැම්මම එතනින් ගියාට sustain කියන කැලෙන් පස්සේ මොන වචනේ මොන අකුරු ටික තිබ්බත් එයා එක පෙන්නනවා ඒක ගන්නවා හරිද ඊට පස්සේ ඒ වගේම සිංගල් ප්‍රශ්නාර්ථ ලකුණු දැම්මාම දැන් අපි හිතමුකෝ වචනේ මැද්දේ අකුරක් තියෙනවා ඒක බ්‍රිටිෂ් වල ඇමරිකන් විදියට අකුරු Z අකුරයි S අකුරයි කියලා. එතකොට ඒ දෙකටම අපි අර විදියට මැද්දට ඒ වෙනස් වෙන අකුර තියෙන තැන ප්‍රශ්නාර්ථය දාලා මේ ඒ වාක්‍ය වචන ලිව්වහම එයා අකුරු ප්‍රශ්නාර්ථය තියෙන තැන මොන වචනේ මොන අකුර තිබ්බත් එයා ඒක වචන විදියට ගන්නවා. ඒකට අපේ සර්ච් එකට ඉන්ඩෙක්ස් කරනවා. හරි. එහෙම ඒකත් පාවිච්චි කරන එක ටෙක්නික් එකක්. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ මේකෙදි මේ අපි මේ ෆයින් ටියුන් කරගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක හරියටම හදාගන්න මේ කියන්නේ තා පොඩ්ඩක් අර ටියුන් කරගන්නවා කියන්නේ එහෙම කරගන්නේ. කරලා අඩුපාඩු එහාට මෙහාට කරලා උස් පහත් කරලා මේක අපිට සෙට් වෙනම මේ කීවර්ඩ් ටික හදාගන්න පාවිච්චි කරන ක්‍රම ගොඩක් තියෙනවා සාමාන්‍යයෙන්. මේක ඉතින් කොහොමත් ඔයාට සමාන වචන බලනවා, සමාන වචන හරියන්නේ නැත්නම් අයින් කරනවා, අලුත් වචනයක් දානවා, එහෙම තමයි කරන්න වෙන්නේ. එතකොට ඔයාට පුළුවන් අර මං කිව්වා වගේ වයිල් කාඩ් එක වගේව පාවිච්චි කරලා මේක කරන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක. කපලා ඒ වචන ඉහට දානවා. එතකොට මොනවා තිබ්බත් ඒක ඉන්ඩෙක්ස් එක. තව පොඩක් බ්‍රෝඩ් කරන්න පුළුවන්. පුළුල් කරන්න පුළුවන්. හරි ඊළඟට වැඩිම පාවිච්චි වෙන ඒවා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන කියන දැනගන්න මේ ඔයාට පුළුවන් මේ බිබ්ලියෝමෙට්‍රික් ටූල් පාවිච්චි කරන්න. වචන දන්නේ කොහොමද මේ එතකොට මේ BOS Weaver site space කියන්නේ මේ වගේ software මේ හරිය ලේසි පාවිච්චි කරන්න තියෙන YouTube එකේ තොරතන වීඩියෝ තියෙන මේ කරන විදියට මේ පාවිච්චි කරලා ඔයාලට keyword ටික බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. අර මම කලින් පෙන්නුවා වගේ. එතකොට මේකේ තව තියෙනවා මේ citation network කියලා කියනවා. ඒකත් අර කොච්චර පිටිපස්සට trace back කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ කොහොමද site ලා තියෙන කියලා paper එකේ. එතකොට දැන් ඔයතන වගා paper එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ paper එකට citation මොකක් හරි site එකකට දාපු ගමන් ඔයාලට පිටිපස්සට බලන්න පුළුවන් මේක cite කරලා තියෙන මේක papers සහ මේක ඊට පස්සේ cite කරලා තියෙන papers මොනවද කියලා. ඒතර ඒ through ඔයාලට මොනවා හරි හොයාගන්න ඕන දෙයක් අර පාරදී ගිහිල්ලා හොයාගන්න වගේ හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ මේ කොහොමවත් අර මම කිව්වා වගේ මේක update කර refine කර continue මේකෙන් දිගටම මේක නවත්තන්න නැතුව කරගෙන යන්න. එතකොට ඒක දෙකක් කාට හම්බ වෙනවා. හරි. එතකොට මේකේ අර ප්‍රධාන සංකල්ප දෙකක් තියෙනවා. එකක් bibliographic coupling කියන එකයි co-citation coupling කියන එකයි. ඒ කියන්නේ bibliographic කියන්නේ ඔයයි data set එකේ තියෙන keyword ටික තමයි යා කෙලින්ම ගන්න. කියන්නේ paper එක කොහෙන්ද ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන කියන එක තමයි යා ඒ consider කරන්නේ. co-citation කිව්වොත් එහෙම අර citation set එකක් එකට කරලා තියෙනවනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ paper තුනක් තියෙනවා. මේ paper තුන එකට papers 3-4ක cite කරලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට අර 3-4ම එකට consider කරනවා. ඒතර ඒකත් අපිට අර හොද ඒ කියන්නේ papers දැන් මේ අපි ලියද්දි එතකොට මේ හොද papers තුනක් තමයි ඒක තමයි ගොඩක් වෙලාට එකට ලියන්නේ. එතකොට ඒක හොද papers තුනක්. හරි. එතකොට අන්න ඒ වගේ අර අපිට මිස් වෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. අර මට පොඩ්ඩක් මුලින් කියන්න අමතකුණා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මේ සර්ච් එකක් කරද්දි කියන්නේ හරියට ක්‍රමයක් අරගෙන යන එකේ වැදගත්කම තමයි අර අපිට එක වැදගත් ආටිකල් එකක් හරි මිස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන එක. ඒ කියන්නේ මිස් වුණොත් ඒක අපරාධයක්. අපි කරන වැරද්දක්. මොකද හොද එකක් මිස් කරනවා කියන එක සහ මේ අර අපි low quality ඒවා ඇඩ් කරලා අපේ ඒ කියන්නේ low quality paper ඇඩ් කරනවා කියන්නේ අපි දෙන එකට ඒත් කරන වැරද්දක්. කියන්නේ අපි එතකොට යාලට කියන්නේ අපි ඇකඩමියා එකට අපි දෙන්නේ මේ හරි දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. අර පොඩ්ඩක් අර low quality paper ඇඩ් කරන්න බෑ. ඔය හේතුව නිසා තමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක ඇත්තටම medical field එකේ තමයි ගොඩක්ම මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. අනිත් field එකත් පාවිච්චි කරනවා. නමුත් අර ගොඩක් වැදගත් ඒක මොකද කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ බෙහෙතක් හරි මේ වුණොත් ඒක ප්‍රතිඵල මේ ප්‍රශ්න වැඩි. මිස් මොනෝජ තමයි මටත් කියලා දුන්නේ. මේ හරි. එතකොට මේක හරි. දැන් මම උදාහරණයක් කියන්නම්. ඒ අපි කරපු විදිහෙන් කරලා දැන් මම මේ ඩොක්ටර් නාදීෂා කියපු මේ වගේකට මම try කළා ටයිටල් එකට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ. ඊට පස්සේ මේ අපිට මට කියන්නේ මම කියන ඔබ්ජෙක්ටිව් එක උනේ මේකේ මට ඕනුනේ ප්‍රධාන ලිටරේචර් එකේ තියෙන urban drainage inlet පැත්තට. කියන්නේ curb inlet ඔය හැම එකක්ම මේකට අයිති වෙන විදිහට තමයි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට මේක මට සර්ච් කරගන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට මම ફોකස් කරේ widely. කියන්නේ මේකට හදාලා හැම සිනෝනිම් එකක්ම වගේ සෙට් වෙන විදිහට අරගෙන දැම්මා. දැන් මේ curb කියන CURB කියන්නේ ડોක්ටර් මම හිතන්නේ මේක බ්‍රිටිෂ් වෙන්නේ නැතිනේ.
KERB කියන්නේ බ්‍රිටිෂ්, C කියන්නේ ඇමරිකන්.
ඇමරිකන් sorry. හරි. එතකොට ඒ වගේ ඇක්ෂන් මොකද්ද රටවල් දෙකක ව්‍යාකරණේ
ඒකේ ඒ කියන්නේ curb කියන එක ස්පෙල් වෙන විදිය දැන් curb තමයි දෙකේ කියන්නේ ස්පෙල් වෙන විදිය වෙනවා.
ඔව් උච්චාරණය වෙන විදිය නේ. උච්චාරණ විදිය එකයි නමුත් ලියන විදිය දෙකයි නේ. හරි. එතකොට ඒ රටවල් දෙක භාෂාවල් වල තියෙන භාෂා රටාවල් දෙකක් විදියට ලියනවනේ අපි ඒකත් try කරන්න ඕනේ ගන්න. මොකද ඒ රටවල් දෙකේ සහ ඒ accent එක පාවිච්චි කරන අනිත් රටවල් වලින් ගියපම මිස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතන මේ වගේ try කරපුවා අපි ගලි කියලා කියනවා. එක කට්ටිය එක විදියට පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝ පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට පුරුදු ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි තියෙන ටර්ම් එක. හරි. ඒතර ඒ වගේ එකක් ඇඩ් කරලා තමයි මේක හැදුවේ. දැන් මේකේ මුලින්ම title abstract keyword key කියන්නේ title ABS key කියන්නේ මේ title abstract keyword කියන එක. ඒතර මේ හොයන්නේ මේ තුනේ විතරයි. මෙතන ගියාට දැන් අර curb inlet කියන එක දාලා තරුවක් දාලා තියෙනවා. ඒතර inlet කියන එකයි inlets කියන එකයි තිබ්බත් දෙකම එනවා. හරිද? ඒතර curb inlets කියන එකට ආයෙත් තරුවක් දාලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඉල්ලට් කියන එක ඉල්ලට්ස් කියන දෙකම ඉන්ඩෙක්ස් කරනවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ තමයි මේක හදලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මම මේක try කරලා බැලුවම මට ආවා මට ආටිකල් 2961ක් ආවා. ඉතින් එතකොට මේ දැන් මම ඊට පස්සේ මේකේ මේ බිබ්ලියෝමෙට්‍රික් එකක් VOSV වරකින් කරා. මේක VOSV වරකින් කරපු එකක්. එතකොට මට මේකේ මම දැක්කනේ ප්‍රධාන කොටස් තුනකට වගේ බෙදෙන විදියට මේකේ මේ හැදලා මේ පාට වලින්ම පෙන්නනවා ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒ ක්ලස්ටර් ටික සෙට් කරලා. එතකොට සෙට් එකක් ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා පොඩ්ඩක් වතුර quality පැත්තේ අර වෙනම ටිකට ස්ටෝම් ඒ පැත්තේ ඊට පස්සේ අනිත් තව කට්ටියක් ඉරෝෂන් ගල ඉරෝෂන් එකත් ඉන්ජිනියරින් පැත්තේ මම හිතන්නේ ඒ පැත්තට වගේ ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. හරිද වෝටර් කන්සර්වේෂන් තියෙන. දැන් මේ ගොඩක් ලොකුවට තියෙන මම මේකේ මම අපිට සෙටින්ග්ස් හදන්න පුළුවන් ඇතුලේ මම මේකේ ගත්තාට අර ගොඩක් නැවත රිපීට් වෙලා තියෙන වචන ලොකුවට පේන. ඒතකොට මම හිතුවා මේවා තියෙන්නේ. හරි ඊට පස්සේ මේක මට චුට්ටක් සෙට් වුණේ මොකද 2900 ගණක් කියන පොඩ්ඩක් ස්ක්‍රීන් කරන්න ගියාම බලන්න ගියාම එපා වෙන වැඩක් ඉඳන් මම ඩායි try කළා ටිකක් අඩු ගණක් හොයාගන්න. එතකොට මම මෙන්න මේ වචන තුන තමයි ගැහුවේ. වචන හතර curb හරි ඒ කියන්නේ curb හෝ මේ KERB curb හෝ great හෝ great ඊට පස්සේ මේ ඔක්කොමත් එක්ක අනිවාර්යෙන් තියෙන්න ඕනේ ඉන්ලට් කියන වචනය. ඉන්ලට් තියෙනවා නම් විතරක් මට පෙන්වන්න කියන එක දුන්නා. ඊට පස්සේ මට හම්බුණා ආටිකල් 332ක්. ඉතින් මේකත් පොඩ්ඩක් බලද්දී අර සෙට් වෙන්නේ නැති වැඩක්. ඒ කියන්නේ වෙනස් බොයිලර්ස් අර වෙන ෆීල්ඩ් වල පැත්තට ගියපු පරීක්ෂණ පත්‍රිකත් හම්බුණා. නමුත් අර අපේ වැඩේට හරියනවා කියන පේපර් සෙට් එකකුත් තමයි stormwater runoff මේ වගේ හොඳ keyword සෙට් එකකුත් හම්බුණා. ඉතින් ඒ ටික තමයි කියන්න තියෙන්නේ. Thank you so much. බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
Thanks a lot, Dhammika. And Kasumi, do you have any questions? Yeah. So his presentation is good, no?
Yeah, no, I also beforehand, like when he was asking the questions, now I understand, like, oh, it meant like defining the terminologies, and that's what Dhammika was also saying here. Can
even I didn't know what it was. So yeah, so they are the experts. So this is how we contribute to this ocean of wisdom. So we need each and everyone to contribute like this. Yes.
I think Gaia has question. No. Yeah, please, Karunaratna.
Thank you so much for your very insightful presentation.
Thank you.
For me, it is little bit complex to understand the procedure. At least in next week, can you show a simple demonstration how we can find?
Sure.
Like
Let's do.
using
In research, I can show.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Udan.
Yeah, Udan.
Yeah, Udan.
Yes, Udan.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the very first meeting with this session. So since I'm coming from a history background, can I get to know about can we use this platform to do literature review in history subject? Because I haven't I don't know about this method to do literature review. So is there any possibility to use this platform or database or this method to conduct researches in history discipline?
I think for any discipline we can use. Not only for STEM, any field it's okay. If you want to find any, literature, research articles, this is the way.
And I also want to mention that Tharuka's one, I'm not clear about that proceeding. Is this the website or the app or any of this? So could you please conduct Dr. Nadisha, is there any possibility? Could you please conduct any demonstrator to give us a very clear idea? Actually, I don't know, is it a website or and it's mentioned about the database, and could you please give more detail and how can we use this database and how can we do this literature review using this one? It's really appreciating because it's very helpful and we can use it very easily. And yeah, that's
So
Uh,
next week we can do a live demonstration, Dhammika.
yeah, let's do.
it's better.
Yeah, you can share your screen. Then you can use whatever websites you're using. Then you can guide us with a relevant YouTube links as well, so we can watch that. Even for next week, I can share with them to watch the YouTube videos and come prepared. Then you can do a live demonstration session, and database means Google Scholar and your Scopus thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, doctor. I think we can do for the question from Udani. I think I don't think you have access because you have to pay, or otherwise you have to have an email from the subscribed institution. I think
Yes, currently
yeah.
I'm doing my MPhil degree. I have educational institutional email. Yeah,
Not sure about
but
the
I
Sri
don't know
Lankan
what.
ones.
But the
Yeah.
institution needs to pay and
Pay,
subscribe. So
subscribe.
that is okay.
Yeah,
Most
we
of
can do,
them-
right?
Yeah, so we have our institutional
Access, yeah.
subscriptions. Dhammika, myself, Manoja. Yeah, so we
I'm
can.
from University of Ruhona. I
Okay.
can check with them their FGS whether
You can check with
they
the
are
library.
subscribed.
So confirm with the library. Mostly they have. Library has.
Yeah. And we can download the whatever paper you need. We can download it for you and upload it to cloud
No.
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Group 4. We have a group folder, so we can download and upload it to a group folder. So whenever you need, you can re-download or you can access it in our folders.
Yeah. It's thank you so much for this one, and this is amazing. I haven't heard about this, and I don't know anything about this one. Thank you.
Even I don't know. This is a new thing for me. And Dhammik said most of the medical research are following this pathway. Yeah, this is completely a new thing for me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I also was thinking, can history research use this platform?
Yeah. I think if the paper signed English medium, you can use. I think for the Sinhala medium, I'm not sure. I haven't never tried, but let's try if you want in Sinhala medium or some other language.
And Udani, do you have any research paper in your mind so you can get together with the group members and start writing something like Kasumi and Tharuka is doing?
So in this platform, you are talking about the urban. I don't know, but I saw your post.
This is a free platform. Anyone can do anything. Yeah. So we help each other for their work. This is open intellectual forum.
Sure. So I have published my book, and I have several abstracts and extended abstracts and one peer-reviewed article. And currently, I'm doing pursuing my MPhil degree, Master of Philosophy. Then I'm from history background, and I'm really keen to engage with your research and knowledge sharing things. Actually, I missed your initial meetings because of this Aurudu season. Hopefully, I'm really glad to join this meeting, and I'm really like to join with you and support you. Yeah.
And okay, so next week you also can present a short outline of your research or current research or past research or anything.
Yeah, sure.
Because yeah, we love to hear because it is a different discipline.
Yeah, history.
Okay, then everyone. So next week we have a lot of works. We supposed to do a online workshop again with Dhammika and Kasumi and Tharuka. You need to now create your proper group and work on your scope and limitations with Dhammika and other group members. And Udani will present outline of her research work.
Doctor, one
Oh,
thing, shall
huh.
I? So if me and Karunaratna can bring keyword or give keyword, we can demonstrate it in next week.
Oh, Karunaratna and Kasumi, please communicate with Dhammika and so prepare your database search. And you too, please. I have Kasumi's presentation. Dhammika, I need your presentation. Please email me so I can email
Sure.
it to the group.
Dr. Nadisha, can I
Yes.
have a word?
Yeah, please.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm Suju actually. I apologize for my delay attendance as well as I also missed several meetings. I feel this is very good forum and firstly I heard all the topics, Dhammika's one and all others ones. So I just want to firstly say thank you, Dr. Nadisha. This is a great forum, great idea. So in my capacity, I also can help for the researchers in laws and policy angles. So
Wow.
if any requirement or while your others are doing the researches, I will speak and help them. And
Okay.
definitely also today I thought that this is very interesting forum and I hope to actively participate for upcoming events.
Thanks a lot. And you can help Kasumi and Tharuka's research in policy and legal aspects. Yes.
I'm from law background, so in relation to laws and policies, really, I can support them.
That is
That
amazing.
would be great.
Yeah. So I'll after this meeting, I'll upload the meeting recording and I'll email everyone and I'll share Kasumi and Tharuka's email addresses. So you, anyone who wants to join or contribute their research, please email them and get together and join their group and work forward. Yes, Sasani.
So Adishaka, I just wanted to clarify. So in the future meeting, so is it about the last 5 the articles that you put in the folders that we are gonna do, or like is it
That
like
is something else. That is my research. This is Kasumi
okay.
and Tharuka. Now we have lot of research. So we started with
Yes.
my research and Dhammika was helping my research. Now Dhammika went to he will help Kasumi and Tharuka's research. Yes. So you also have your own research, right?
Yes. So can I develop my own research also that is related to flood evacuation
Yes.
modeling? So maybe is it okay like if I do my research furthermore?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted to clarify because I was not in the earlier 2 meetings. So
That is okay.
yes, I thought
Next week our agenda is packed. So week after you can
definitely.
do your work, right?
Yes.
Outline. Then let others join
Okay.
your work. Okay.
Can I also know, Ms. Nadisha, like about the 5 researchers of yours? So are we going to do it continue as we did?
Yeah, we are doing it.
Okay. So like, is there any any progress that we have to report next week?
You are free to contribute. Then for that I need to review and I need to start writing. Then I need Dhammika's help to refine the research literature and things. So my papers, yes, I have 5 papers, but I'm planning to publish 2 structured papers. I have 5 write-ups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can elaborate on that as well, right?
Yes, true. Yes. Okay. So thanks everyone. So today, very engaging meeting we had. What a meeting! And thanks everyone. This is 1:15 for me AM. Okay, good night and see you next week. I'll email you and communicate with the group members, email them, join their work, contribute intellectually. Good luck. See you next week.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Nadisha. Good night.
Thank you so much, Dr. Alicia.
Thank you.